So today we're going to be speedrunning Duck Life 2, which really is just a beautiful game. Our boy the King comes up to us, he's like, hey, what's up? And we're like, hey, we want to become a championship racer. So yeah, we have that mission now. And as soon as we hit next, that's where we start the time and we're going to get started. Now right away, the most important thing for the speedrun, for me personally, is getting the hat. Now you don't need the hat, and it does waste a little bit of time, but it just makes your duck look so much better, so I just take him. And now we're going to go through the training segments. So in this game speedrun, you just want to train yourself up to max level and everything. Oh. Well, that was kind of unfortunate. But you just want to train yourself up to max level and all the different things right away before you do any of the races. And you can do this because we actually beat the game before. Okay, can I please not jump into these things? And we can do that because when you complete the entire game of Duck Life and then you restart from the beginning, you don't have to upgrade any of the things, because normally you have to get some upgrades, you have to do some races before you can upgrade to max level. But because we already played a game, it just lets us go right away. And it is kind of unfortunate because I think the speedrun would be better if you had to wait and do some races on lower levels and all that kind of stuff. But you know, it is what it is. I guess at the end of the day we can go faster, so I mean, that's a good thing. But you can see we're starting out on the running, and I hate this mini game. I'm not really the best in the world at this, but this mini game is just weird, especially because of all the balls that are getting thrown at us. Like with Duck Life 1, you can't jump when your duck is hopping, so you kind of have to time your jumps, and sometimes you can't time them perfectly because the balls are coming so fast, you're going so quick. It's just a weird mini game. This one's definitely the one I'm worst at, which probably isn't the best thing for this to be the first thing you see on this video. But hey, we can get a pretty good run going if we just are able to focus up, but I really have to focus really hard on this. And you can see the balls are coming faster, it's getting a little harder, and we lose right there. You want to keep going as far as you can, because the farther you go, the faster your duck goes, so the faster he levels up. It doesn't matter too much if you do restart, but it does make you a tiny bit slower, and that is especially important during the speedrun. The question I have is, who is hurling these different things at our duck? There's like watermelons coming, there are boulders, there are basketballs, baseballs, all this different stuff. Like, is this my owner that's doing this? And he's just like, you know, duck, you gotta train, and I don't really care if you survive when you go in this training, you're training anyway. This seems like animal cruelty to me. I don't care if you're trying to train his running. Why do you have to throw all these balls at him and make him jump over them? And every time I get hit, I like die. I just fall off the entire map. I probably have to go to duck hospital for a couple of days, and I am not doing very well in this minigame right now. You can also get very unlucky with where the balls and how spaced out they are. Like, you can see right there, I almost died, and sometimes they're closer together and it's a little easier. Sometimes you get a pattern like that and it becomes a little harder, and I hate this minigame so much. Okay, what is going on? Chill out. Who is throwing these, please? We want to get up to level 150, which is the max level for running, and we're going to want to do that for every single stat except for climbing. You just don't have to for climbing, which is great because climbing is the one that takes the longest out of all of them, so only having to go up to about level 90 for climbing is definitely nice. You can see the duck's just like glitching out at this point. He's like jumping forward. I don't know what he's doing. He's going to like 4 different dimensions, but we're almost done. I just need a couple more points. We're at 146. We're so close to this, but it just won't let me have an adequate run. Okay, this should be good. 150, thank you. Now we can go on to flying. And I like how they improved flying in this game. They actually added a little more of a challenge than just running straight. Now you have these different pillars that just come across and you have to make sure you don't hit them, but we have the same general strategy, which is just fly until you slow down enough and then stop flying. So at about 5,000 on these early levels, that's where we stop because we slow down so much that it just makes more sense to restart there. But each time we can go just a little bit farther and increase our level a little bit more. And I'm coming back from practicing this where we're going like light speed flying, so this just feels so weird to go this slow. But you gotta admit, that top hat, it looks so good. That was definitely worth my time lost to get this top hat. It's just such a nice looking thing. It's really interesting because you start out gaining levels really slowly, but then eventually you start going so fast that you're gaining so many levels at a time. But right now we're definitely not at that point. I also don't know the exact numbers where I should stop my flight at. I kind of just take it as, you know, when we're starting to slow down enough, I guess I'll stop flying, just go face first into the pond, which is kind of sad on its own right now that I'm thinking about it. Our duck has to stop flying into a pond or just get hit by a gigantic pillar that he hits, and then he has to swim all the way back. This isn't even the full extent of the training, but we're going so fast we can barely even see the pillars when they're going by. Imagine getting hit by one of those. You're just flying by going at this speed and you hit a pillar. Am I even alive at that point? So, you know, I'm just gonna take getting into the water over doing that. I don't want to injure my poor duck's face too much, or more importantly his top hat. I'm more concerned about that. I paid a good amount of money for it. Okay, and one more flight should do it for the flying section, and then finally we can move it on to the swimming. And that should be enough. Yep, 150. Time for swimming. And yeah, we're back to being slow. But this is what I'm saying. I really wish you had to do some races in between this instead of just leveling up your duck all the way. It would make it a slightly more dynamic and fun speedrun than just going ahead and doing these for 5 minutes at a time. But hey, we're not worried about what's fun. We're worried about what's fast. And I guess it is also fun to just completely destroy all the other ducks when we go in the beginner races when we're max stats. That is one beautiful thing to see. But swimming sections, like always, are very interesting. You're trying to survive as much as possible, and it's not the hardest thing, especially right now. But once we get up in the levels, this is probably the hardest one out of all of them. Okay, we're getting up into the levels. This is where it's about to get hard. It really shouldn't, but my heart races way too much when I play Duck Life. I guess part of it is I am speedrunning. If I was just playing this casually, you know, I die once, whatever. But right now, I'm getting up into the levels. If I can keep this going, this makes my speedrun like 10 times faster. And oh my, what is going on, please? Oh God, duck, little duck, survive. You can do this. Let me get the levels. Oh gosh. Come on. Oh, I almost went over the cruise ship. What is going on? I love this game once you get into these higher speeds. Oh, we almost made it. All right, that was still pretty good. But we're going so fast now that you can't really control your duck no matter how hard you try. Like... What is going on? Are you okay, man? Okay, it's all right. Only a few more levels and then you'll be free from this torture that you're in right now, dude. But who knows? He might be having the time of his life. Like, this would probably be pretty fun to just defy the laws of physics. It becomes so hard to control. There might be something I'm missing and something that makes it a lot easier. But right now, it just seems like I'm all over the place and I don't know what I'm doing at all. Okay, one more level. I should just let myself die right there in 150. And finally, we get to climbing, which is the new minigame they added into Duck Life 2. And in this one, we don't actually have to go all the way up to 150. And that's also a nice thing because this is definitely the slowest one out of the bunch. I mean, besides running for me, but that's just because I'm bad at it. This one, you just go left and right. And this is probably my favorite minigame out of all of them. That might be a controversial opinion. And if I get canceled over Duck Life, you know, so be it. But this one's just fun. I mean, it does look just as dangerous as the other ones. You're jumping left to right and there are spiky things that could probably impale you. But I guess when have we cared about our duck safety? We're more worried about getting that money. For this, we want to get up to about level 90 and we can call it good from there. And then finally, after all this time we spent training our duck, we can get onto the races. And those will just be glorious as we just destroy everybody else. And how am I staying alive? Oh my, I'm actually doing pretty good at this and I'm getting pretty good luck as well. Please. Oh, come on, duck. You can do this. You got it. I don't think I've ever made it this far in one of these Duck Life climbing sections. So I don't know how I'm doing this well. And I don't even know when I should stop, but I'm just going to keep going. You know, I got to go for world record of just climbing at this point. Okay. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Oh, that was a good time right there. Anyway, back to some normal climbing things. I don't know if my duck just disappeared from reality, and I don't know if I should call a doctor or something. He might be going through some emotional trauma right now, but we're just not going to worry about that, and we're going to keep climbing. I also love the animation for the duck climbing in this. Professional climbers, you should learn from this man. He just knows what he's doing. I do also wonder, where are we finding these sections to climb in? I have never seen an area like this. My owner just must be some sort of madman. I guess he does throw balls at me and rocks that could possibly kill me, so he must be mad already. He should probably have the connections to find a place like this. I also don't know exactly when we're going to be reaching level 90, so I just have to kind of guesstimate. Should that be good? And we'll go for one more level and we'll call it good. Here, you can go there. Level 90, and now all we have to do is just dispense some of this stuff so we can make our energy level to about level 30, and we should be good to go on the races. Come on, bud. Just eat your stuff a little bit faster. He's looking at me, and I'm just trying to click on this thing, but sometimes he's just not listening. Okay, and there we go, and it's time to just destroy everybody in these races. Again, it's really not fair. Other ducks? Are you all right? See you guys later. This is just sad for them. You can do it, guys. The race for second place. Are you guys gonna finish on time? All right, area final. This is where you guys can come back. I believe in you all. You got this. The rate at which I fly is just unfair compared to the other ducks. Yep, just gonna sit here for a second. All right, those are those races. Let's go to England. We're just in a sewer, and again, it's just not even a competition. Eventually, these competitions do get a little bit harder. Obviously, we're gonna win them all, but they do get a little more intense. But for right now, okay, one of them actually finished the race, which I'm pretty proud of them for. I wasn't expecting that yet. I was expecting them just to all fail. And what was that movement my duck just did? Whatever, we still finished. Will they finish this race? I think this purple one has a pretty good chance of doing it. Oh, he was so close. That is depressing. And yeah, on the area final one, there's just no way any of them finished the race. It is a very sad thing. I feel bad for this. I feel bad for just over-leveling my duck this much to where no one else can even compete with me. But at the end of the day, I guess you should have trained a little bit more, shouldn't you? Yeah, I don't think they're going to make it, game. I don't think they're going to make it to the end of this race. Now it's time for Egypt. That'll be cool. Maybe they'll be a little bit harder now. You know, they seem to be putting in a little bit more. Why is this music still getting played? Shouldn't it be the race music? That was kind of weird. I don't know if that was a glitch right there, but whatever. We're just gonna keep going with the races. We can see me. I'm just going through, and we're at a good enough difficulty to where the ducks can actually finish the races, which is good because then I don't have to wait for this entire countdown. I am curious though, are they gonna finish the race on this one? It's so long that you're never really too sure, especially with my flying skills, all that type of thing. We're just making it right through, and I'm hopefully at least they'll get on the screen before the end of it. Come on, guys. You can make it. Oh, they did it. They might not have finished the race, but at least they were known and seen. It happened again, the music glitch. Is this supposed to be happening? Or I don't think so. But at least we're facing ducks that are kind of our level. So that's a good thing. And for this part, I wonder, if we didn't have the flying ability, would we just die there? Would our duck just get killed by going into the volcano? I am a little bit worried about that. And whatever, I'm not going to worry about the music anymore. It's just happening. It's just doing its thing. But if I was just a little worse at flying, would my duck just be dead? Is that a good thing to have in races? I feel like that's a little bit, you know, messed up to have here. All right, guys, you're gonna try a little bit harder. Come on, you can make. Oh, they didn't even make it at the last one. And now we're getting to Japan for the semifinals, and again, it's playing this music. This really isn't that intense for the finals, but this part is dumb because all the other ducks can also meet me right there. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I just destroy them and everything else, but it was still kind of dumb. And here's even a dumber part. This is the part where I have to give these people free promotion. They didn't pay me in a sponsorship or anything, but you seen McDuckolds, you saw Gap, you know, they didn't pay me and they just get this free promotion, but I guess that's okay. I'm just such a nice guy that I'll just give these big companies that. I'm also completely joking, by the way. Please don't take that seriously. But finally, after this race, we get to the saddest part of the entire run, and that's because we have to take off our hat. I don't know why, but for some reason, the hat makes us lose this race. It's really sad because, you know, I want to have my hat that is stuck through me for the entire thing, but if we have that hat on, we just lose, and I don't really want that to happen. I'd rather just win the speed run. So yeah, we have this weird music going on, plus the fact we don't even have our hat on. This is just a sad last race. It isn't even exciting at this point. I mean, we win. That's pretty cool, I guess, but there we go, and we can call time right there. We are the champion. It gives us some stuff like 200,000 coins, which I'm really not sure what you're supposed to do with now. But yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it and also subscribe to the channel. Those two things really help with the YouTube algorithm, so I'd really appreciate them. Also, go check out my Twitter and stuff in my description, I guess. I never really promote that, but I guess I will now. But enough shilling. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time.